Okay, before starting, I'll just want to ask you, I mean, all of you have installed Sahi already.
No.
Okay, so I want to tell you some basic things, right? Suppose before installing Sahi Pro, you need that Java development kit to be installed in the system, JDK. Okay,
Okay.
hello. Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so yeah, just you need to install this JDK in your system.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Files. You need to install JDK in your system, and this up to this bin field folder, you need to copy in your system variable as you do it when you run the Java codes. So
Environment variables, right?
environment variable, you can just change the path to this bin. Okay, here because I have this ant target, so you just need to set that up.
Fine.
Okay, and yeah. And before starting Sahi Pro, I would recommend just not to record and run, because record and run won't succeed in the long run when you want to maintain your script. So this record and run won't be helpful for you. So for that, what we need to do is, let me show you the Sahi Pro editor first. Okay, so this is the editor where you can see all your scripts. This is the folder structure we are maintaining, right? So this is the folder where Sahi is currently installed, and so you will see this is project Sahi automation. Under this folder, this Sahi Pro is installed. Okay, so what you need to do is, in the script folder, GT Sahi automation. Here we are maintaining like project wise, we are maintaining the folder structure. Suppose CR2 script, I'm working on CR2, so here I have made one folder like CR2 scripts. Okay, so similarly, if you have multiple projects, you can create multiple project scripts like accounting scripts and all. And this library function, we have kept it. But I'll tell you what this library function contains later. So we have library function folder. I have kept it aside. I mean, kept it in this GT Sahi automation, the parent folder, so that every other project can use this library functions and can use it in their script. So in the CR2 script, what I have done is, these are only to my projects. These business functions are the common functions uh, what I will be using in my project only, and these config files are the I mean the variables. Those are I am going to use in my projects only, and this Excel file is for particularly to so my project only. So for this, what I have done, this test script has all the modules of your project. So this type of folder structure you need to maintain. So I'll be mailing you all how to make the folder structure and how to start with Sahi. So for as of now, these things just get it clear that these things you need to maintain. This folder structure you need to maintain for the Sahi script. For the okay, so we're now starting the script. So I'll tell you this folder structure. What I was talking about is, see, these are here GT Sahi automation is the parent folder. Under this, I have my project folder like CR2 script. It's my project, particularly to my project. Under that, this project has 4 more folders like config files, Excel files, and these are the scripts where all my modules are there. Okay, and this library function reside outside. It means it's not in my current folder. Okay.
Okay.
So what you need to do is, you need to open your browser through Sahi. When you click on this Sahi .exe, you get to see this screen. Okay, so this means that your browser is open through Sahi. Okay,
Okay.
hello, am I clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we need to paste the, I mean, paste the URL where you want to perform the operation and operation. Then you need to click on go. Okay, and here in that screen, what you need to alt double click, that gives you this controller. What this controller is like, it will show you all the scripts that you are recording. All the playback option is there in that where you can play the scripts. This clipboard is just like a handy place where you can copy the
Sorry,
code and yeah, this
actually,
controller,
one doubt.
yeah,
How did you
yeah,
get this controller?
it does just alt double click, or what you do is, let me close it, let me open this, let me open it once again. Right, suppose you open this Chrome.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so this browser is open through Sahi.
Jay, please mention that particular that one, that scenario.
Okay,
I'm creating defect and keeping in a sprint.
on here, this
One
here you
time
can
scenario,
click
just
on
mention.
Sahi controller. It will give you the controller.
Then I will complete.
Okay.
Else, what you can do is just alt and double click on this browser. Okay, so it will give you this controller.
Fine, fine.
Okay, and it has four options where you record, where you can record the script, where you can assert, I mean, where you can just click on here and check. Just a minute.
यूजर्स से कंप्लीट करना है कि नहीं यूजर्स से कंप्लीट करना है ना
Okay, so let me go to my project. Okay, so how it helps this controller is, it helps you to assert the values. It helps you to get the value, the div, get the text box. Just click on it and hover the element of your what you want to, where you want to perform the operation. Okay, so it gives you all the accessor and all the alternatives also. Okay, so
Okay.
this is the text box where this is the text box where I want to perform operation. So you can highlight on the, if the application open, it will highlight on that. Okay, suppose this is the password field. I want to perform operation on this password field. So it gives you the accessor where you can, using this, you can perform the operation on the application. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me first, what I need to learn, let me record the script one. We'll first record the script, then, okay, so test, here you can test demo. So I'll record with the file number test demo. Okay, then I'll click on this. See, as you see, this records the steps we are performing while recording. Just click now on the login button. But the advantage of this is it internally waits for this Ajax call to get completed. So you no need to put so many wait statements in your script.
Hmm.
Okay, so now what I'll doing is I'll be clicking on this, maybe location management.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll be logging out. Okay, so now you go to the script editor. In the script editor, see, this is the file I created, test demo. So this contains all the steps that I performed while recording, but I won't suggest you to go for this record and run. I'll tell you an alternative way how to perform it in a better way so that the script, you can maintain the scripts very easily when some things somewhere changes. So ideally, these two steps are the login steps, right? These three steps are basically to perform login operation. So you can just record the steps and create functions to, like suppose I'll create that login, and this is one is for logout. Okay, so this type of operation you can perform. I mean, it's better to create a function than use it in your script. I'll tell you how to do it. See, have you all gone through the APIs of Sahi Pro? Not yet, right?
No.
Okay, so let me share with the document. Actually,
Anyone, if you guys have any doubt, then you can, directly ask him.
when you are starting with Sahi Pro, just go through this API once. See, what it does is Sahi has his own APIs that it's giving you so that you can use it in your script. Right? This what we perform operations, right? Where is it? Where's the editor? See, whatever operation I perform, right? This set value in this text field, set value, then click underscore click underscore click. It's already there in this Sahi API. So before starting, first go through this Sahi API once. See, for click, already these APIs are present, right? This click is like first it asks for the element, then it asks for the this is optional. Okay, so this is click, and where you want to click button, then the button name or whatever, then double click. These APIs are already present. Under action APIs, you'll get all the set of action that you can perform with the help of these APIs. Okay, just go through these APIs once before starting. Okay.
Where we can get this?
I'll go to this. I'll forward all these things. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So I'll tell you how to make how to make the scripts in a better way. These were all record and run. So record and run, don't use record and run in a script. I'll tell you. Where is the editor? So what I have done is for CR2 for carrier 2 is I have created a library function. What I told you, right? Library function I have created for all the projects. So in that library function, I have created separate functions for all the actions, right? Suppose this is to maximize the screen. Okay. So under this maximize screen, I have placed this API Windows action maximize. So that you can directly use this function, right? Suppose I'll go for click. There what I was doing is I was directly clicking on with the help of this click and this button ID or HTML element where you want to click. So that I have placed it in a function, right? Function click button ID. So what will happen is suppose this button ID, right? Where I'm getting it is like I have placed all my application elements, like there, if there is a button, if there is a text box, if there is a drop down. So I have placed it in a config files, and it's a modularized. We have different config files. Suppose I'll take you for location management. What I have done is all these values, this span and div, I have uh, kept it in a variable. I have assigned it all these to different variables. Location management at location name, or whatever, right? Based on this, I mean, based on your application. So what would be easy for me is when I'm clicking on this. Suppose I want to click this span. So how I was doing it previously is underscore click. Then I was in click I was passing this. Okay. So instead of that underscore in click function itself, I'll pass this button ID, location management, so that how it I mean the difference will be. Suppose tomorrow there is a change in your application, maybe this button ID gets changed, or yes, so so that what you need to do is you need to go all your scripts and change this to the new value, right? So instead of that, I have assigned this a variable, so I can just change it here in that, or in the config files I can change this value, and wherever it is used, this location management, this click dot button ID, so that will be reflected click dot location management, so that when this maintenance would become very easy for if you are placing this type of you're creating functions for this type of events, and you're using it, then it would be easy for you.
So all these
Okay.
are made by like we had done it, right? It's not
Yeah, we
right.
have. Yeah, no, these are not using these APIs. I have done. I mean, created those functions. This is a clearing text box. This is the setting drop-down text. These APIs are already there for Sahi Pro. You can check the API section. So using these APIs, you need to create what these things can be used by different projects, right? It's not project specific. I mean, this maximize click. So that's why this library function can be used by all the projects. Suppose this is CR2 script. If these are any other script, he can under GT automation he can use this library function. Okay. So the thing what you need to do is, and one more thing I need to forget is this. First I created the OR, and then in the first I created this library function. In that library function, so just understand that only those set of action you need to perform, those can be used, like these are generic functions, right? I mean, this set drop down and all, these are generic function, not too specific, and not any specific project. So this type of generic function you need to create for getting a value, getting the value of a text box, setting the value to a text box, clicking on a text box, clicking on a button. So these type of functions you can create with the help of the APIs and paste in the library function. Okay,
Okay.
and in the config files, I told you, like in the config files you can module wise, whatever user module, I mean whatever is a different page or different module wise you can create the button name, text box name, or whatever is the drop down name, so you can place it here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and this Excel files is, this won't be opening here. Okay, this Excel file contains means just to read from the Excel or write to the Excel, I have placed this carrier data Excel file that's specific to my project, and this config file is also specific to my project. And the script section I'm talking about this, and one more thing is function is a function. Okay, so this function, what function folder, what does it contain is, it contains all the functions that I'll be using for that module. This location management, we have a module in CR2. So for this, these functions are I mean the project specific functions, not this, unlike this library functions. Okay, so this function you need to create in a separate folder called this business function, and under that you can create different function, different folders for different modules. These are all separate modules. And suppose I have something like uh, in my project, suppose I have something like I'm creating user, I'm deleting user. Let me show you. So here what we have is in that location management, here we have a functionality, we'll be adding location. Okay, we'll be adding location. Then we have a functionality, we'll be deleting location. Okay, for this type of end-to-end scenario, I mean, this type of scenarios, what I have done is I have created separate function for different modules. Right, for location management, I have created a function called creating a location. Okay, and these are project specific. I mean, this is only for CR2. Okay, and this is for deleting a location, and this is for creating a user to a location. So this type of function you need to create, you need to think of what function you can create for your project. Uh, so for as for that, you can come up with different functions what you will be using. See, this function why I have created is, suppose there is a dependency to create a location. Suppose some other module uh, has some functionality for when creating a location, then they will perform some other action. So you can directly use this function directly. I mean, it won't be repetitive. I mean, no need to create another function for the same under that project. If it's on CR2, then he can use this function. He can just include this business function in his script, and he can start using this function. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And next comes to your actual script part. So actual script parts reside in this folder test script, and we have started with these 4 modules. So I'll show you and how it's happening is in the script part. See, what I was saying is, in script part you need to include this, what you are using in your script, which module you are using in your script, or what if you are using function, then you need to include this function in your script. You are using common functions, you are into common function in the script. So in the script writing part, just what I am doing is, see, directly I'm calling this click function, then I'm calling this create location function, then I'm calling this add location description function. These are already defined. I told you, right? Until location management common function, it's already defined. So based on this function parameter, whatever it accepts and what it does in between, we need to pass as for that in your actual script. Here I am passing the location name and the location. See, these are all the OR, I mean the config files what I have created, right? Location name or location description, and here I am passing a value as false. So what it does is, I'll go to this create location function. So in this create location function, see what it does is, see, if this location name and location description and each default is passed. Okay, so what here I'm doing is I'm setting this text box field. This text box field, here I'm using another function called setText, and this setText function is part of this library function. Okay, setText, getText are the part of the library function. Here I have created the library function for setText and getText. So here what I am doing is, here I'm passing the location name, I'm hardcoding this value as location name, then I'm setting the location description, then I'm creating the location, then I'm returning this enter location name, and this variable, right, whoever has called this create location, so I'm storing this location name in that variable. So this function actually you have to come up with, so what are the function you need to create so that you can use those functions in your scripts. So those can be used by other modules and other people. So this you need to come up with. So this is how the folder structure you need to maintain in your for your project, so that it will be easily maintainable. I mean, so if something somewhere is getting changed, then easily you can make changes and it will be execute. I mean, not be failing very frequently. So any doubt as of now? Do ask something or
Guys, do you have any doubt? Hello?
hello?
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah. Tell
Soumya,
me. Yeah,
can you like do a scenario where first record it and then change it to the existing functions?
change it to the existing functions means.
Um, you have done login logout, right? Where you have
Yes,
made those like username, password, and click on the submit button to a login function, and that
yes,
was a logout function is the last line, clicking on logout button. So
yes.
similarly, can you show us a lengthy scenario where you're adding a user to a location or something, where
Yeah.
when you're doing that scenario, it will be recorded and you'll convert it to a scripts or functions which you have already done it.
Okay, so
So
for
it will
you,
be easy
I'll,
for us to understand.
yeah, sure. So see, for this script, okay, for this script, okay, for the current script, what I am doing is first I am adding. I'll tell you one step by other, and step after another. This I'm clicking on add the location, okay. So what it do is, see, first I'll okay. So first I'm clicking on location manager. This is the login part. This is I'll tell you later how to read from Excel, and these are APIs are there. I'm reading it from the Excel values, whatever values I'm reading it. Then
Yeah.
what it's doing is, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Alice. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm clicking on this location management OR. So this location management OR contains the value of this, whatever is there, it submit underscore submit or whatever this is, it's HTML value. So it clicks on this location management submenu. So this location management page gets loaded. Then after this, what I'm doing is I'm clicking on this add location. So what we'll do is first, okay, it will click on this add location. And if you are confused with this, how it's this variable is there, I mean this location management, I already told you, right? In the OR section of location management, I have already location management OR. I have already placed this as location management. I have assigned already span. So what it actually it's doing is, it is see what actually it's doing is actually it's performing this function, this event. It's clicking on the span location management. Though I have, I mean, instead of that, what I have done is I have passed it to a variable called location management, so that in that click, okay, in the click function, in the library function, right? And I told you in the click function, I'm directly passing this variable as location management. So it's performing the same event. It's performing the same event, um, but it's viewed as differently. It's directly click this button ID. So directly it clicks whatever value button ID you pass for the OR value, it clicked on that. So after that, what I'm doing is I'm calling this create location function. Okay. So in the create location function, I'm passing where it needs to. I'm passing these three variables: location name and location description, and here I'm passing value as false. So what it does is this location name, let's go to the create location function.
बिट्टू नहीं आ रही है, तो होने की वजह से वो नया दूसरा क्वेरी ले रहा है, दूसरा सीरीज ले रहा है, तो हाइट कम हो जा रही है.
So in the create location function, when I'm calling this value and I'm passing these three values, location name and location description. So these are the value I'm passing, and I'm passing in that calling function. So what it does is, again I have three more columns, right? Set text of this value, and under this, what I'm doing is I'm setting text to this field, and then setting text to this field. Then I'm clicking on save and add. So these are the steps to do the same. Why I'm doing is millisecond, second is like these are all unique values. So that's why I'm adding this millisecond and second value. So these are already defined functions new date. So what it does is it gives you some random value, and it adds to your see on this set text function. It's already defined in that over. So what it does is in its set text, and it accepts value like your text box ID and what value you want to pass. So this is the text box ID. I'm passing that the location name, and this location name I have already defined it in the OR, location management OR. Here I have already defined it as location name. Okay, so this is nothing but your text box near label location name. This I'll tell you what's near and in. So this is actually nothing. This is this value, this location name. Okay, this is nothing but your location management conference. Okay, this is nothing but your this value underscore or whatever is there. So this value I'm passing, then I'm passing hard coding this value. So what it does is it set text this value, set text here, it inputs text here, input text here, and then I'm checking one condition is this, if this default value is true, right? I'm passing another variable true or false. Okay, if it's true, then it clicks on this. Click on default location name. Default location is another OR here I have defined as this value. Okay, this clicks on this, then it clicks on save and add. So this is what the function, and also it, as I'm returning a value, I want this location name for further operations. So what I'm passing is I'm passing this location name to the calling whoever calls this function. So I'm passing this entered location name. So let's go to the script itself. So this value stores the location name. As I'm returning the location name, this value contains the location name. Okay, and these logs are because of I want to check if that's the proper location name. So when it runs, and when in the result also, in the report also, you want to check what was the location name. You can see with the help of this API underscore log API. So this log API logs whatever is. You can suppose this is in the double quote. This is in a double quote, so it will directly log this value as, if it's a double quote, it directly log this value. Otherwise, it logs the variable value, whatever value is in the variable. So it logs this enter location name. Okay. So next step, what I'm doing is I'm clicking on this label. Suppose I'll first, let me show you this. I'm created a location, and I'm passing this variable value to my calling function. So this is because I'm using this millisecond, because it's unique. So this location 1, 2, 3 is created here. Okay. Then I need to click on this edit button. I don't know, right, where it resides. Where exactly in this section, where based on this alphabetical it is sorted. So I don't know what exactly will. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm clicking on this label entered location name.
Okay.
Okay. So for this label, it clicks on this enter location name. Then I'm performing this operation as add user. So this is not for the enter. This is for this label.
There was some issue.
Here I got the location name, right? Here I got the location name. So that location name, I don't know, right? Here I'm hard coding. I am directly passing the API. It's because these are all dynamic. These are not constant. I cannot pass the OR whatever I have mentioned, right? So whatever value I get it here, I'll be clicking on that level. So I'm clicking on this level. Okay. So what it does is, if I click on this same location name, it will open me this page where I can add user. Okay. Now then I'm clicking on add user. These are constant values, right? These button values and all are constant. That doesn't get changed. So for that, I can directly pass this value in the click function. And these are the OR already defined. I told you, right? Add user. These are already defined. Then these are some assertions. These are just like your breakpoints. I mean checkpoints, just to check if this value are there. These assertions are already there as part of API. There are so many assert APIs. You can check those. So then I'm okay. This. Okay. So here what I'm doing is, after this add user, click on add user. I'm clicking on add user. Then I need to enter these three values, then so that a user gets added to the same location whatever I has created. Okay. So then I'm calling another function called create standard user financial. With this I'm calling another function. Got it? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somewhere in between,
Yeah.
like line 24 or 39, we can see you have given weight, which says
Where?
you are giving weight
This
weight
is
of some
sometimes,
milliseconds.
yeah. Sometimes what happens is, because this application is slow. I mean, see this. It will wait for the Ajax call, but sometimes what happens is the page doesn't load. Properly. So that you need to figure out. What should be the wait, or instead of this directly wait, you can. There is another wait API called. There is another API for wait, that underscore this, or is visible. There is another API. If is visible, you can see this. On this text box you need to perform operation, right?
Yes.
So you can put one wait condition like wait for this second, or put another condition in comma, right? If this is not is visible with this text box, so it will wait till this text box is visible so that it can perform operation. So it basically depends on you how you want to, because sometimes the page, when you run it in the cloud, we actually run it in the cloud environment. So sometimes the cloud is very slow, so the page doesn't load. Get properly loaded. Sometimes the 2-3 Ajax call goes. So there's the issue with the application. So for handling those, we have explicitly put wait wherever it's required. Okay. So so for this step, what I'm doing is I'm calling another function that create user standard financial. I'm passing 4 variables, 4 parameters to this function. And this function returns the contact name. This contact name, it returns this contact name. What I'll be doing is, using this contact name, I will be searching user if this is created or not created. So for that, I'm making this function to return a value, and this value is this text was value. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So after this contact name, it's logged. Then I'm searching user. See, if I am creating this user, suppose our user get added to this location, then I'm searching user by clicking on this text box. So it's searching user. So this step, what it does is, okay. Yeah. So this step, what it does is it got the contact name from this function, and it's searching the user. See why I am doing is sometimes what happens is, suppose there is a there is a div. Suppose you create a location that is always when that has to always reside here. The first location it should be the location what you are searching for. So there are APIs in Sahi Pro like near and in. There are APIs in Sahi Pro where you can use so that the script won't never fail. So suppose I want under this particular div, I want this div to be present. So I can use this type of statement right near this text box of contact name. This is for my contact name name. Near this text box of contact name, I am searching for the enter location name. This cell I am searching for. So sometimes you need to specify this type of statements right near underscore near underscore in. So these type of APIs are there. You can try it with yourself. And suppose there are under one div, I mean in one div there you are searching for another div. So you can write a statement. I am this div, then comma, then you specify in underscore in, then specify this div name, so that it will give you this div value. Okay. And here I am just making some assertion, then I am calling another function called delete location. So what I'm basically doing is I'm creating a location, then I'm adding a user to this location, then I'm again deleting this location. So calling this function directly deletes this location. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me. Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead, Soumya.
Yeah, so this is how you need to, based on the scenario, you need to create function, you need to use those functions. Here in this script, my scenario is like I'll be creating 3 types of user and giving 3 types of access, and we'll check if these are properly. So this is my scenario. So here what I'm doing is first I'm creating a standard user that I showed you, right? This I'm giving report access. This I'm creating another location admin, then I'm creating account admin, then I'm logging in with, and I'm creating user, then I'm logging in with the same user, then checking if this user is got created. So this type of function you need to come up with. I mean, you need to think of and you need to create based on your scenario and your project. So this is actually how Sahi works. And one more thing I want to tell you is this suit. So this suit is for this model. These are the suits, and this contains all the test cases for that suit. Okay. So for all the models, I have different suit. This is LTL suit. This is the LTL truckload suit. This is location management suit. Okay. And one more. Hello. You have got it right. So you can run it directly here from playback. You specify the URL, specify the browser where you want to add. Then these are the sending email reports. That is, you need to install ant. Then you need to create ant target, so that when bill comes, this ant automatically gets triggered and your scripts are played. And so this is how you need to create the suit, and you need to execute the suit wise. Okay. So any doubt or something like that?
Soumya, I would like to know about the reports and all. How to know?
Okay, reports, right?
Yeah.
So what we have done is, see, we have placed this. We have created another folder called test suite. Under this CR2 suite, we have all the suits. I mean, this suite, all the modules.
Yeah.
We have placed it here. Okay. So I'll show you that. Just a minute. We can show it in the cloud. Before you start, actually, you just go through this APIs. What are the all APIs are present, and also it supports JavaScript, so you can directly use JavaScript library JavaScript functions, and you can use it in your script. So these are all APIs. Okay, so this suite, what we'll do is first you need to create a first you need to install this Apache Ant on your system, or we have installed it in the cloud. Okay, and so what type of setup I need to this cr to suite dot suite, I need to execute this suite, and I need to create an Ant target for this. So what I'll do is, so whatever is your setup, right? Suppose I need to enter Chrome and I need to send email report. Then when I click on create Ant target, so it will create that Ant Ant file. We can, okay, and what you need to know is just you need to copy this, create a build.xml file. Actually, it's not there. I can show you on the cloud only. So basically telling, I'm saying, okay, so this build file, in this build file, everything is mentioned, right? Where I want to perform this, and this is the email file. This is email properties file. So email properties file, I'll tell you how to set it. You ask your this system admin or Sandeep, right? Sandeep, right? So you
Yeah,
set up those email properties. I'm to set the port number and all, so that it can see this email properties file come from here. This email properties. Here we have set it for our project, where this port number, this on whom this mail should go when. So you can set it here. You can copy this and place another file .eml.properties file. In that email.properties file, we need to that build file. You need to specify this whatever is the properties file name, email properties file. You need to in this key email key, you need to specify that email.properties file, whatever is there. Okay, so this is the build XML file that gets triggered when a build comes to your environment. Build is success, then this XML file is, this build XML file gets triggered, and based on this key settings, it acts as following. It will run on Chrome, and this is the script name. It has to run. This is the script directory, and this value is true or false, right? If it's true, then mail goes, and mail should go in success or failure, that we can specify it here, because I in the Ant target I specified is success failure, so that's why it's in success failure. So this, and one more thing is, this is another this set is this another target. This is a very good advantage of Sahi. Suppose there are bunch of test cases. There is one suite that you are executing, and suppose 5 scripts got failed. So what Sahi does is, if you have this retry is set, if I check this retry target, then what it does, it is again runs those failed scripts. Suppose 5 are failed, then again it runs those 5 failed scripts. I'll show you a report. We see this the report, we get it every day. It will, every,
yeah.
so this is the first script. The total executed 2. First is 3 passed, then 19 got failed. There's some environment issue. So after that, so this again it tried this 19 script to execute. Okay. So
Okay.
this is, if you have this retry target as so if you have, while creating this Ant target, while creating this Ant target, If I'm sending email report, if I'm sending a failure, then it will be failure. So when creating this on target, so if it will show retry target, so it will create another target with a failed scripts. Okay, so that you can set it off asking Sandeep and all.
Yeah.
So this is the report we you get, and this is the comes with the zip file. You can download and show you. This is the index, and it shows how many scripts got failed, how many scripts got passed. Okay, directly you can check where it's got. These are all the functions, right? These are all login function. These are all functions: add location name, set text, get value. These are all library functions. These are all the my defined functions. So this is success, and it shows you the success rate and what the total steps. So this is how you get the report. This is, yeah, got it? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So any doubt for try it from your end actually. This is more or less, I mean, trying just hit and try, nothing else.
Yeah, actually, I'm sure many of them from this group actually they have not used it, or they have not seen the screen, so
Okay.
they are not getting an idea like what to ask, like the doubt and all.
Okay,
So I'm
okay. So
sure,
you, yeah,
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 me
you,
and Amit is having, and I have tried all these things,
okay,
whatever you showed, and I just wanted to see something about reporting that also you showed me.
yeah,
Um, but just we wanted a session where these guys can,
okay,
understand
okay, okay,
how to
okay.
get started with the tool. And now
Mhm.
we need to install this tool in all the testers machine over here. So that
Okay,
I'm going to request. And
okay,
yeah, so basic thing, whatever you showed, that was helpful actually.
okay,
And now we have to plan accordingly, like accordingly about the project, how and what doubts
yeah,
we are getting. Later on, we can, again connect with you and get the doubts
okay,
cleared.
no problem. Okay, before starting, actually, you need to figure out, I mean, what are the functions and how we are going to, because that, I mean, suppose someone is creating a function and another other person is creating the same function, then it would be of no use, right? So
Yeah,
just a better plan, come up with a better plan where you can start with the execution of your project.
correct.
So yeah,
Yeah, so Amit, would you like to say something on this?
no, because since I've used this tool previously, so I mean it's quite clear for me. So
Yeah.
still, I'll be getting some doubts. I know once we start doing that.
okay,
So
no problem with that. You can ping me at any time.
if you have any doubt, like let's
Okay,
talk
no
offline.
problem. Yeah. I'll be forwarding you how to make the folder structure and all. So I'll
And
be
that
forwarding and
API also.
I think I
hello.
have that somewhere.
Yeah, it has been
API.
forwarded by Sudhis, right? So
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think I have that.
okay, so you can distribute it with all
Sure, sure, sure. I'll do that.
members. Yeah.
Yes, guys, I think it was, to some extent, it was helpful for you guys, right?
Yeah, and once they
To
start using the tool, they'll be getting more doubts.
Yeah, they'll get to know. Yes. Okay. You can ping me or you can refer that Sahi documentation. Then
Yeah, yeah. So,
yeah, sure. So should
um,
wrap up.
Yeah, sure.
yeah,
Others,
that's it.
any questions you have,
Any questions?
team?
I guess all are sleeping.
No, no, no. I don't have any question.
Okay.
So I think
Okay.
once we get the Sahi Pro
Sure, sure.
installed in our
Yeah.
system, then it will be more clear.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
you're right. Okay, then,
Okay.
Soumya, thanks
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.